That time is 8:35 in the morning time on this Monday morning, April 8th, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Channel morning news on this Monday morning, April 8th, 2019. And good morning to you all this lovely Monday morning, April 8th, 2019. It is 8:35 and we have a temperature of 49 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel. Morning news is Kevin McLean becomes a Trump's acting Homeland Security chief after Christian Nielsen leaves. Israeli election Netanyahu pitted against Getz, but Trump moves large. UK unveils sweeping plan to penalize Facebook and Google for harmful online content. One choice for 4% after Bank of America downgrades stock at 737 MAX production delays. The hunt for Trump's tax returns enters next phase. Low-income housing with 45 views in Portland, Maine sold to an investment firm. South Carolina man charged with killing burying women. A baby in car arrested and emergency dispatcher did not telephone CPR. Massive pregnant state caught using new approach in Florida. U.S. pulls forces from Libya as Friday to approach its capital. A dream trip for U.S. tourists became a nightmare at protection but ended with a rescue. India's BJP released a manifesto ahead of upcoming elections. South Asia's nuclear armed neighbors pull back from the abyss barely. Midway teen accused of stabbing rehome of teen. In Stoughton, police say the victim was still alive as of early Monday morning but suffered very serious injuries as men was left with life-threatening injuries as a result of a shooting Sunday night. Stoughton police responded to 420 Pleasant Street at about 10:07 p.m. after receiving a 911 call reported shooting at the home. Upon arrival, officials found a male victim on the back stairs with very serious injuries, said Police Lieutenant John Bonney. The victim was identified as not mentally was rushed by a Stoughton Fire Department and ambulance to Boston Medical Center. The victim was still alive as early Monday morning, according to police, but suffered life-threatening injuries. A portion of Pleasant Street was shut down overnight as police investigated. State police detectives assigned to the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office assisted investigation. The home on Pleasant Street was assigned a police raid. November 2017, Stoughton police detected arrested a 26-year-old male resident home in Churchill with police possessed 31 grams of fentanyl and a loaded 9mm handgun and a magazine with 10 rounds of ammunition. The house is a two-family home according to the Times Assessor Records and Stoughton police. Spokesman said the department would provide an update on the case by 9 a.m. on Monday, and I wanted information on the shooting is urged to contact Stoughton police at 781-344-2424. Pinterest sets an IPO price range at a discount of the most recent valuation. John Oliver details Donald Trump's dangerous plan to sack Federal Reserve Board with goofs. Global stocks mixed after China-U.S. trade talks slow progress. Looking at stocks now. Up 4.36 points to 26.24.99. S&P found up 13.35 at 28.92.74. At Nasdaq up 46.91, 79.30.69. Nishan showed red cut final time with Kazan. The UN allows the telescope to take the first ever photo of a black hole. The ISS is crawled with nasty bacteria. Scientists closed in on mysterious methane and Cindy Brenner, who helped the Pacific General to stand at the age of 92. Prenatal expected carrier screening tests can be difficult to interpret. Sick children treated by telemedicine more likely to prescribe drugs according to study. Five killed in protest demand as Sudan's president resigned. Korean Air Chairman Chung Yong-ho 2 weeks after removal from company board. Social media company Pinterest will offer its first public shares as between $15 and $17 when it hits the New York Stock Exchange next week, company said in the file Monday. Longest serving barrel last speaker dies at 72. And Africa's swine fever epidemic in China weighs on U.S. agriculture industry. Flying Finns back to 1-2 punch in 1919 Boston Marathon. In retirement, West Bridgewater women won in marathons. Disability, curriculum has Milton students celebrating differences. Peter Children's time, 8:41, time now for sport. Boston Celtics lose to the Orlando Magic 161-108 while the Boston Red Sox defeat the Arizona Diamondbacks yesterday. Phoenix 1-0. Virginia Texas Tech reached the NFC final tonight in Minneapolis at 9:20 p.m. Baylor Ford Lawrence Cox wheeled off after a third leg injury. Auburn basketball returns home to celebrate Final Four with fans and Peter Children's time, 8:41. Time now for Peter Chill. Trevor Tristan check. Baby! On the MBT subway, looking good. Banana come here to well. Pittsburgh line train 403, 743 in from North Station over 5-10 minutes basket between Little Lincoln and Littleton 495. Havel line train 201, 725 in North Station over 5 minutes basket between Indian over Havel. And Providence train 805, 725 in Banana 15-20 minutes late between Sharon and Whitford Junction due to late travel of the equipment and an early mechanical issue. Providence train 814, 745 inbound as part of Whitford Junction up in 5-10 minutes span scheduled due to mechanical issue. And Providence train 826, 920 inbound as part of Whitford Junction scheduled due to mechanical issue. Updates to follow. And the ferries, they are looking good. Ninety-five, southbound side, so between Protecting Providence. 95, northbound side, so between Work and Providence. 195, westbound side, so between Seacock down to downtown Providence. 295, both ends back between Work, all the way down Johnson. Route 4, the northbound side between Stranger and Route 95. 146, the both ends back to 1468 on the 99, the Lincoln off Smithfield stretch. 99, northbound side, so between 126 and 122, Lincoln Socket stretch. 95, northbound side, slow around the Attleboro stretch. 95, the southbound side, so Route 114 in Cumberland, Rhode Island. Warren and Sagmore Bridges are looking good. Warren Bridge, slow both ends. Sagmore Bridges looking good. Route 25, eastbound side, Little Star on the Warren stretch. Route 6, westbound side, Little Star, the Barnstable stretch. Out in southeast of Massachusetts, 24, northbound side to the 149 on Route 44 in Taunton. 149, the northbound side, so on 24 in Taunton. 95, northbound side, slow between Foxford and 128 in Canton. 48, the northbound side, so between Route 6 in Milford and Route 9 in Westboro. 24, northbound side between 495 in Raynham, Alderman, and 128 in Canton. 3 at the northbound side between Marshfield and Hitchbeth getting between 220 Rockland and Braintree Split. 128, both ends is back between 138 in Canton and Braintree Split. 128 at the northbound side between 95 in Canton, Alderman, and Route 20 Waltham. 7 expressway, both ends back between Braintree Split and the Mass Pike. 93, both ends downtown Boston and backstep. Mass Pike, eastbound side between Grafton and the 7 expressway, downtown Boston and Mass Pike, westbound side, so between the Lawyer Airport and the South Boston. 93, both ends downtown Boston and backstep. 93, southbound side, so between the Salem Director, Alderman, and St. Bridge downtown Boston. 128, southbound side, so between Linfield and Route 2 and Lexington. Route 2 westbound side, so between Lexington and Stretch. Route 2 eastbound side, so between Route 60 and Alton and on the Belmont stretch. At 93, southbound side, so between 213 and 209 and St. Bridge and downtown Boston. 45 of the southbound side, so between Route 213 and Lawrence area and Route 4 in Chelsea. 45 of the northbound side, so between Littleton and Westford. And Route 3 the southbound side, so between Route 4 in Chelsea and 128 in Burlington. 29 eastbound side, so between Mass Pike and Auburn and Route 9 in Worcester. 146 of the northbound side, so between 290 in Worcester. Mass Pike westbound side, slow around the 291 in Springfield, 291, northbound side, so around Route 20 at the Pike in Springfield. And 84 eastbound side, slow between Farmington all the way down to downtown Harvard, Connecticut. 91 southbound side, so Route 291 and Harvard down to Route 84, Harvard, Connecticut. 91 northbound side. Hello. Morning. 91 northbound side, slow between Meriden and downtown Hartford, Connecticut. And up in northern New England. Every turnback on the southbound side, slow after Route 101 Metro Center and main turnback on the northbound side, so the Saco, Maine and Hitchbeth getting on both ends between Portland and Lewiston, Maine. 25, both ends back between Port Maine and the Freeport, Maine. Falmouth slow on both ends, and 93 northbound side, so between Tilton and the White Mountain National Forest in 93, the northbound side, so between Woodstock down to Lincoln, New Hampshire, and Interstate 889, 91 on the southbound side, also on the U.S. Steamboat and upstate New York, Vermont, and Auto 1555, northbound side, so in southern Quebec, heading towards the U.S. Canadian border. Peter Chill News Time, 846, time now for a weather report, and looking at the radar scene, it is a rainy Monday to start it off, with moderate bands of rain from Rhode Island down to southeast Massachusetts and stretching on east central Connecticut and southern Worcester County and then around Milford, Massachusetts. All right, look at that forecast. Goes like this. Today, showers mainly before 4 p.m. Punch about between 2 p.m. 156 degrees. Light of wind becoming southeast about 6 miles in the morning. Chest patient 1% new percent between 10 and inch possible for tonight. Check the showers before 2 a.m. and then patch with drizzle between 2 and 5 a.m. Then patch with drizzle and slight touch of showers after 5 a.m. Mostly costs about 39 degrees. Light off wind. Check the precipitation 30% Tuesday. Patch with drizzle to slight touch of showers before noon. Then a showers likely May after 5 p.m. Most of the cost guys will have a 49 degrees east with about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Chest patient 6%. New percent less than 10 inches possible for Tuesday night. Showers likely May before 9 p.m. and mostly costs about 36 degrees north for about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Chest patient 6%. New percent between 10 and 9 possible for Wednesday. Most costs about 49 about 31 degrees. North was about 3 to 9 miles an hour for Thursday. Southern part costs about 55 about 36 degrees. North was about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Should be light south wind for Friday. Check the showers after 1 p.m. Parts of the sky about 59 degrees. South about 5 to 30 miles an hour. Chest patients 30%. Friday night. Showers likely between 7 p.m. and 2 a.m. Cloudy with a low of 50 degrees. Southwest about 10 to 40 miles an hour. Chest patients 6%. Saturdays, chest of showers. Parts of the sky about 66 about 40 degrees. Southwest about 9 to 11 miles an hour. Chest patients 30%. And Sunday, most of the times got about 58 degrees. And northwest about 7 miles an hour. Right now in Norton, it is a fair skies, and we have a temperature of, right now, Norton, it's raining skies, and it's 49 degrees. And that's giving it for the Peter Chill morning news on this Monday morning, April 8th, 2019. Beautiful. We have a more than good positive. It will be a wonderful day, and I'll see you at noon time for a noon time report.